Folks, welcome to Orlando, Florida, one of the world's vacation capitals is fired up. And here on the campus of UCF, this crowd is ready to go to work in support of the Knights. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Knights will kick this away to get us going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
There's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Carr. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Finding some room at the 25. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on that screen play.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space. And
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play. The touchback would have been a better idea. First down here for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. The Knights hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The Knights looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. An inside give now from the shotgun. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
The Knights line it up with 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When a quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. He'll take a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? From the shotgun, an inside handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football to the 42.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
UCF offense back out on the field now. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. He's got a lot of time. Now sends this one deep to the right. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Knights come to the line to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the football. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Scanning the field. It's Carr. And they get to completion. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the back gets the football. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
And the Cardinals line up on 1st and 10 now. And the same runner's got it again. Breaking free at midfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Well, they trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think
think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Ball carrier wrapped up. One down. So it's third and short for the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Back to throw. It's Carr. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Tight end goes in motion. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Knights. Just ran away from the defense. So the offense clicking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Set up. It's a first down play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Running out of time in the pocket. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but they move backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a 3rd down.
The pass rush closing in. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The Cardinals will line up to boot it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
And your UCF Knights will take over.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, UCF. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Is back out there on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way. Can they stop him? He's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Knights. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there. And the Cardinals looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He flips it to the back across the middle and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Cardinals have 1st and 10 here. To throw, it's Carr. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. He hands it off from the gun. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Well, I'm not surprised they decided to throw the football here on 4th down, but how about the defense doing their job, especially up front, getting in those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down? Not exactly what this offense envisioned of how this play would work out.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, UCF. This offense really clicking. And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Going for a big play downfield. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Cardinals will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The offense really clicking here. They'll run it here. Finds room at the 30. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Looking to throw. It's Carr. Makes a quick catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. The Cardinals with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the Cardinals looking to keep this drive moving. On 1st down, it's play action. He's running out of time here. Second down after that previous play.
Here we go.
And they'll give it to the back. Fighting off the defender.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this balanced mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down.
Now they run the football here. I thought he might have enough room to be able to extend and get across that first down mark, but he's going to be a couple yards short. Good job by the defense at having awareness of space there and knew exactly what they needed to do to bring him down.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Finds his man. Has the first down. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
3:25. Go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the back.
Dropping back. It's Wright. Going for his running back. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The shotgun handoff here. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
That's just mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line does their job, gets a nice surge there, and the back does what he needs to do to pick up the first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, UCF 42, Louisville 7.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The back in motion now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Dropping back. It's right. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That makes the score UCF 42, Louisville 14.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it has been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
The Knights will have to kick it away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. Great footwork, a big opening now. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. Back to pass, it's right. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Louisville.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? So after his PAT was blocked, the kicker is out there again to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone.
First and 10.
Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Second down coming up.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Touchdown, Knights. And the beatdown continues. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Offense is back out there on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Wheeler. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. To the air. It's right. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Wheeler. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The Cardinals lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Across midfield. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, UCF.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield. It's right. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48. And the Cardinals will come to the line to run the hurry up. On the run, it's Brown. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Second down coming up.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. He'll hand it off. Boom. Spins away from defenders. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on down.
Hands off to the left. Powers through. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Richardson. And a late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
42 Spider. 4-2, go.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope